Hey, what's up? So I just watched a video with Pharrell and Ellen speaking on the Kim Burrell situation. And the first thing I wanted to point out was I heard them use words, and I think we as people have to be very mindful that people will use certain words to encourage a way of thinking, to influence people's mental patterns regarding various situations. The first thing I heard was that I heard them say it was hateful speech. Um, it wasn't hateful speech. I don't know if everybody knows what hateful speech is, but her saying homosexuality is a sin and God is not pleased is not hateful speech. The other thing was Ellen made a reference saying that she was speaking um, to homosexuals. And I think one of the biggest problems I have an issue with is when you speak on different things and it's taken out of context and you're speaking on the act of something rather than the people who are actually doing it. Um, she was speaking on homosexuality. She didn't say anything hateful to homosexuals. She was speaking on the act of homosexuality. Another thing that I heard was Pharrell saying that anytime you want to see if something is hateful speech, if it's not directly related to you, is just put black in it. And then he said put gay or transgender. One problem I have is how people try to make being black or being an ethnicity um, the same as a sexual orientation. Um, I can't go with that. I can't go with that because I could walk down the street and you could tell I'm black. I have no other choice but to be black. So that's another thing. The multi prong situation I have with this whole situation is, first of all, we live in a country where we have the freedom to believe what we want to say and the freedom of speech and everything. But yet and still we're not free to believe what we want to believe and we're not free to say what we want to say. Um, every time you say something that does not does not make other people happy, immediately they try to make it seem as if you hate whatever you're talking about or whoever you're speaking to. It's a big difference between racism and speaking out on sin. It is a huge difference between the two. Now, I have heard some preachers in my life who have made various statements that were hateful and derogatory, but I'm talking about what Kim Burrell was saying. It wasn't hateful or derogatory. But I will say this too. This goes out to all you people who think you can believe a certain way and still play on the fence with certain things. After a while, you're going to have to make a decision. And Pharrell made a statement. He said, in order for us to do whatever he was talking about, it has to be inclusion. And that's the thing. You have to be able, they're asking you to deny what you believe and to not speak on what you believe. And they'll give you exposure, they'll give you money and all types of things. So I think Kim Burrell just found out the hard way because she's been slowly yet surely trying to mesh into that atmosphere and still trying to be the hardcore, Pentecostal preacher. And you can't do it. You can't do it. You either is or you ain't, as they used to say. But I really wanted to make this video because I don't like how they use those words. I don't like how the media likes to brand individuals something that they aren't based on what they say. I've had situations where I've said different things that, especially when it was regarding issues with women or something like that, and the speech wasn't hateful at all. It was like, most times in general, women do this and that, and immediately I'm a male chauvinist and I hate women and all these different things. I don't like that. I think people need to really start paying attention to what people are saying instead of just automatically getting offended by everything, especially if what I say has nothing to do with you personally. We take things so personally. In this society in general, we take so many things so personally. Even we'll say, well, that's not me. Well, if it's not you, be quiet. Just shut up. Um, when I speak on interracial relationships, I'm speaking in general on a topic, and we have people who are in these relationships, like, and they take it so serious. Like, okay, you're not the only interracial relationship in this country, and then there's people who know things exist to influence various things, and they act like these things don't even exist, like racism doesn't exist, like self-hatred isn't taught, like it isn't pushed in the black community, like we didn't come up as kids saying, "Ooh, I want a light-skinned baby with pretty eyes and wavy hair like white people." Like, don't be stupid. Like, just keep it real. If it ain't you, it ain't you. But I will say this: it's an old saying that you throw a rock into a crowd of dogs, the one it hits, that's the one that's gonna yelp. And sometimes, even in this situation where Kim Burrell said what she said, and everybody's up in roar, I think subliminally a lot of people do understand when they're in sin. And what they do is they try to rationalize the sin they're in. They try to massage their own personal feelings regarding what they're doing. So they make up these ridiculous reasons why they can and can't do things and stuff like that. So then when someone calls them out on it, a wise man once said, sometimes people could be doing things so wrong for so long, and when you tell them what's right, they believe that that's wrong. So just wanted to make this video because watching that video it's not the first time it's happened. I've seen it done on social media a lot when people voice their opinions, but it's just kind of ridiculous how we use words like hate, rape, and chauvinist and racist, and we use all these different terms just to push our opinion. And our opinions most times aren't even factual based opinions. They're opinions based on our feelings. They're not even opinions. They're just a way for us to lash out because we're offended by what someone says. So since I'm offended by what you say, I'm going to try to destroy your name by using some of the most harsh words to make your character seem like it's flawed. If you're in a debate on a topic, just stick to the facts, because it shows weakness when you try to attack the speaker and try to destroy their character to make them seem like what they're saying it doesn't hold any weight or anything. All right, I'll let y'all. I was getting ready for work. I wasn't even about that. As y'all can see behind me, the light just now popping out as far as the sun coming up. So have a good day. As far as this, as far as this situation with these kids that did what they did to that boy, y'all know them kids bogus. Stop trying to rationalize it. I don't care what white people did to black people. It's no excuse to do what they did. I'm not even saying what other people saying. Well, he's special needs. I don't care if he was special needs. Humanity is above all. Act humane. Stop acting ignorant. All right, peace.